What is it like to be the Mandalorian?
Well, just look at the image. That's what it's like!
The Mandalorian shows us Star Wars like we've never seen it before. Boba Fett? Boba Fett? Where? Brand new footage for the first ever live-action Star Wars series, The Mandalorian, dropped right here at Star Wars Celebration, and I gotta be honest, a little more excited for this than I am for Episode 9. Show creators and best bros forever Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni introduced the trailer to a crowd more ravenous for details than a Sarlacc pit for incompetent bounty hunters.
What happened after the celebration of the Empire falling? It's fun at first, but it gets very complicated very quickly.
The Mandalorian is a mysterious, lone gunfighter in the outer reaches of the galaxy. Some might say he has questionable moral character. And he's a badass.
My character's name is Cara Dune, and she's an ex-rebel shock trooper. I'm a bit of a loner, and I'm learning how to have a bit of trouble reintegrating myself into society.
Playing the character of Grief Karga is Mr. Carl Weathers.
He's kind of the head of this guild of bounty hunters. So he's looking for someone to go after a product that he wants to bring to a client that's worth a lot and that's very valuable. And he finds a bounty hunter named Mandalorian. And the Mando is a guy that he figures can get the job done, so he hires this guy, sends him out there, and the Mando does what needs to be done.
Now, we actually got to see a bunch of footage from the series at the panel, but we're not allowed to show it to you. So instead, we're gonna throw up some Mandalorian B-roll, and I'm gonna do my best to pretend my way through explaining what we saw. But I have to warn you, our nav computers have charted a course straight for spoiler territory, so if you don't want to know any of this, now's the time to jump down a bottomless pit with teeth until we're done here. We're dealing with a series that is more about the sort of underbelly of the Star Wars galaxy, kind of dealing with some scum and villainy, if you will. So obviously we know that Werner Herzog was going to be in this series, and it seems that he's kind of a Dryden Voss character like we met in Solo. We're introduced to him very early on in the footage with the Mandalorian, played by Pedro Pascal, accepting a bounty from him. And we saw a bunch of dope gunslinging action. We get to see the Mandalorian come face to face with Werner Herzog to accept this bounty. And as he arrives, 4 stormtroopers come in and surround him from all sides. And they're like, yo, we got you outnumbered. And the Mandalorian says, I like those odds. We also got a chance to see Gina Carano's character in a stinger at the end, and they're making full use of her butt-kicking abilities in this series. You see an IG series droid that might be IG-88. You also see people riding on a dewback. You see Jawas, you see Twi'leks, you see all kinds of different droids. You see cantinas, and it's amped up to like an 11, but still feels very authentic and grounded and created by hand, much like everything was in the original trilogy.
So much like we did with Marvel with Iron Man, it's like, let's make it something that people could jump in on who don't know anything about Star Wars and enjoy. But if you've been a fan, there's a lot of care that has gone into all the details. So we can't wait to share all of it with you, because I think you'll really like what we're doing here.
But what do you think? Will the Mandalorian live up to the legend that comes with the armor, or is he just another Boba Fett? Let's discuss. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like and share the video, and until the next time you need to remember to not disintegrate something, be sure to join us over on Nerdist.com.